Hey y'all, Iric Guy here, back again with another live show, and this is just walking around and doing the live thing, And just a reminder for everyone, don't forget to super chat. You can find the super chat button within the comment section of this live video. And if you're watching this at approximately 8 p.m. Eastern time, 8 p.m. New York City time, this is a live show, so anything you type, I can see in real time and we can chat. A few interesting things. Mavic Air 2, several people, and I haven't encountered it yet, but I'm going to try to, see if I can, I hope it doesn't break, but I'm going to see if I can. GO1, welcome aboard, sir. Welcome aboard. Several people have had some horror stories about the latest Mavic Air 2 firmware, and, my mission is to test this stuff thoroughly. So, I want to take it out and see what, what may go wrong. I haven't had any problems, and I'm running the latest Mavic Air 2 firmware, but some people, everything from one of the tests is tripod mode. See if I can get jerkiness in tripod mode, and just a few things. I got a laundry list. So any Mavic Air 2 things that you'd like to see me test in the field, let me know, because I'm looking for, things to test. So with that being said, I love my Mavic Air 2. It's my favorite drone on the market today, for sure. And yeah, man, it's hot. It is super hot. So we got the Mavic Air 2 going. We got, let's see. Oh, I did upgrade the studio key light. It's called a God Ox light. So stay tuned for the video pertaining to the God Ox light. Sounds pretty crazy, but it is pretty crazy. So I'll be doing a video on that, filmed that, edited that, and I haven't published it yet, but I'll be publishing that soon. Let's see, what else do we have brewing? Oh, Sigma released a 100 to 400 millimeter telephoto lens for the Sony E-mount system. Brad, welcome aboard, sir. Again, pleasure having you on the, it was a pleasure having you on the live studio show the other night. That was really cool. Actually, that was last night. Yeah, that was Thursday night. So hope everybody's doing well, and just getting out, getting this walk in, and that sort of stuff. Yeah, man, we'll have to do that for sure. Oh, actually, no, Brad, we didn't do. Let's see, last night. Let's see, you were on. Let's see, was that Wednesday night, Tuesday or Wednesday night? And then last night. Oh, I didn't. Hey, Jake, welcome aboard. Yeah, and Brad, I did. Well, you probably saw the last night show of us for a live show. I think that would be cool. I think I've got everything. Again, thanks to your help with the AirPods, that resolved the issue, because I was able to hear Brad. No, I was able to hear you, and I was also able to hear Hybrid Life without getting all the feedback when I first set it up, when you helped me troubleshoot the first live guest show, so that you were the guest. So yeah, that was super cool. Yeah, so we'll try to get one. Maybe, heck, we'll see what the agenda looks like. Maybe even Saturday evening, tomorrow evening. I'll just have to see. But yeah, we'll link up. We've got everybody's email addresses, and can stay in sync. So yeah, but yeah, a lot of things brewing here on the channel. The key light, which is the light in front of me that I use in the studio, that's the one I replaced with a God Ox. It's a God Ox. That sounds like a crazy name, but it's just a really cool panel. So instead of having to have the larger LED light with the diffuser and all that stuff on it, this is just a panel about that thick, about the thickness of a computer monitor. and it's super cool. So I look forward to y'all seeing the results. And I'm going to add a couple more. The cool thing about the Godox is that you can link multiples and control them at the same time with one remote. So, for example, you can set your color temperature, you can set your brightness, and they're all part of a group. And if you adjust, use the remote to adjust one. Yeah, I'm into toy trains, man. You hear stay tuned for toy train videos. That's a pretty big thing, man. That sounded real, didn't it? Yeah, so yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, we'll have to do. No, there's a real train. No, man, it's stay tuned, and I'll reveal what that sound was. It sounded pretty crazy, didn't it? Yeah, so I'm going to guess that train was CSX. You know what BNSF stands for, don't you? Big, noisy, slow. Yeah, those BNSF trains, those are the worst. Yeah, it's trains are crazy, man. They haul all kinds of stuff, transport all kinds of stuff, rather. Let's see, large scale ride on trains. Yeah, there will be model train videos. So yeah, so I appreciate all y'all's questions, and I'm trying to. Oh man, there's everything. There's all the big trains. I know BNSF and Cox and CSX and Oprah, Gandolfini, all these different trains, man. So yeah, there's all kinds of trains that go through. But yeah, just getting this cardio in here. I think the cellular network's actually better today. Speaking of that, have y'all seen that, have y'all heard rather that Elon Musk, his Starlink internet company, they're looking for beta testers apparently. So I've signed up for Starlink beta testing, and it ought to be pretty cool. The idea of being able to get really reliable and high-speed satellite internet is kind of cool. So, I don't think Elon Musk would release a piece of junk. I mean, everything he's done so far has been cutting edge and really good quality. I would love to see a Tesla drone. Can you imagine that? If well, not necessarily Tesla, but just Elon Musk, whatever brand he wants to stick on the side of it. In my area, we have Canadian National via Rail Canada, and Canadian Pacific. Cool, man. I guess they're. I've never seen those, man. So, yeah, there's it's crazy what all you see on the railroad tracks. Running at altitude, looking at purchasing Mavic Air 2 and wondering if it's worth it over the Mavic Mini. Definitely worth it over the Mavic Mini. The only close competitor to Mavic Air 2 is Mavic 2 Pro, and I still prefer Mavic Air 2 over Mavic 2 Pro. If you pick up Mavic Air 2 and or accessories, check out my website, and thanks in advance. It helps to support my channel. You can expand this video's description and then click the link there. You can simply go to epicdroneshow.com, and at the top of the page there's that photo that I took, and it says buy a drone. You can click buy a drone, and that'll take you to where you can find the Mavic Air 2, the accessories, and all the other drones too. So, and again, I'm not trying to push a sell on anyone, but I just want to remind everyone that if you buy through those links, Jake says not trying to promote my channel. If you buy through my links, you know, it just helps my independent YouTube channel. So, yeah, so thanks in advance for that. Do you recommend getting the Fly More? If you want the extra batteries, I think the Fly More is definitely worth the extra. You know, and it comes with some other stuff too. So yeah, and you can find both of those. Just go to epicdroneshow.com. You can find the Fly More bundle and then the regular. Brad, I haven't gotten extra batteries yet. Let's see, I think I missed, let's see here. Okay. Yeah, I didn't, I'm going to get some extra batteries for Mavic Air 2, and I haven't yet. You know, one of the things, I've just been trying to keep, you know, everything lean from a spin perspective. Brad says, I think I'm going to get a Super 73. What is a Super 73? Jake says, just pointing out that you're interested in seeing the CNB at CP. Look like, Kevin says, I have 2 Swagtrons, just ordered my 3rd today. Wow. Swagtron. The e-bike thing, man, I'm kind of curious about it, but the only thing is, if I'm doing a hobby outside, I want something that's going to, you know, provide exercise. That's the only thing. If I have and I'm not going to do a regular bike anymore because I got hit by a car and people text and drive too much. But I don't know, man, those e-bikes are interesting. They definitely are. It'd almost be worth it for a review perspective. Brad says, I run and bike a lot myself now. Yeah, it's important, man. Especially you start getting older, man. You just, you know, no matter what you eat or how much you work out, you just kind of start getting fat. Brad says the e-bike would be a fun commuter. Yeah, it definitely would. Unless you got hit by a car. That's the only thing, man. The one place I'll get on the road and not be in a car is Bermuda, and that's on a moped. It's probably very dangerous when you think about it, but you know, Kevin says, I'm 60 years old. How old are you? Man, I'm about 40. I'm getting old, man. You're old too. But, you know, old, I guess, is the new young. If you stay active and keep your mind busy with hobbies and all that stuff. Yeah, that's cool. We've got across the board. That's one cool thing about this channel. Across the board age group, which is very nice. Yeah, Kevin says, want to trade. No, I'll keep my 40, man. Now I trade with Brad for the 26. 26 was a good age because, you know, it was far enough after 21. 21 was just kind of well, actually, I turned 21 before I was 21, several years before, and that was always fun. Now, you know, you can't. I mean, with all the new technologies for, you know, for driver's licenses and all that, it's hard for people in college that are under 21 to get away with drinking before they're 21 on paper. Used to be pretty easy. Used to be really easy, actually, but yeah, it's a different world now, though. But yeah, I think mid-20s were the best because you had already gotten the partying out of you, you know. Kevin says, it's good seeing you walking, Irish. Keep it up. I just walked 6.5 miles a few days ago. Very nice. That's a very good distance, man. I do eat more possum. Eat More Possum says, hey there, Jake Eves. We got a ton of people tuning in here. Yeah, 6.5 miles, man, that's good distance. If you can do that a few times a week, you know, that's good. I don't try, I actually do on the weekends. I do like 6 or so. And that's, you know, that's hiking, which is, you know, even better because usually I'll load my backpack down just to have the extra weight and make the, you know, just make the hike more intense. Yeah, Eat More Pasta says walking's good for the mind. It definitely is. You know, here's the thing, if you know, regardless of what your profession is, you know, if you're doing the same thing over and over, it's not, even if you think it's productive, it's actually you got to have that. You got to have that fitness and work balance, because if you don't, it'll catch with you. And just doing walks and all that, aside from losing weight, one of the, like you said, it clears your mind, but also, well, and that would go along with sleeping better, because if you do a lot of walking, you're typically going to have more sound sleep. And when you get sleep that's not interrupted, then you're in turn more productive, not just for work duties, but you're also more productive for exercise the following day. So yeah, it's important to stay active. And that's regardless of whether you're in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 100s, whatever, fitness is super important. Excuse me. Hiccups. I ate a Klondike bar, man, but I'll burn it off. That's how it happens. But so I'm really excited. And again, tomorrow my goal is to get, and I've got some Mavic Air 2 videos I'm about to publish now, but I'm going to film some more in response to y'all's concerns and questions. And TL Gamer says, LOL fitness hick, you drunk. LOL joke. Yeah, LOL, just kidding, brother. Yeah, man, I mean, that's the thing. You can be, that's the best thing online. You can be all different. I mean, you can be like me. I can be a hick or a hillbilly, but I can also be smart, and I can also act really stupid. That's the beauty of online. You can just do whatever you want to do, and that is the beauty of it. So what I want to do, what I got to do though, is get that 100,000 subscribers, and it's getting closer. It's I think I'm almost to 75,000. No, you hiccuped in the middle of talking about fitness. Yeah, I did, man, and that's because I ate Klondike bar, some corn, and some fried chicken. Fried chicken, corn, and a Klondike bar, and a mini Pepsi. So, I mean, you're talking about, eating like a champ, but then, going out and exercising. So, yeah, I got to get serious, man. I got to get back in the, once all this pandemic stuff clears, get back in the gym and start doing that. So I've just kind of had a semi-fitness vacation because of the pandemic, and but the good thing is, sometimes it's good because you can start to plateau, and I hadn't reached that point, but I was getting close. So, being able to go back and be extra motivated because I've gotten fat is a good opportunity to work out harder. So, yeah, that's going to be good whenever that happens, few weeks, few months, who knows at the rate all this stuff's going, but yeah, that'll feel good. So, but in the meantime, man, TL Gamer says, it was just funny to me. It's like the health guy who was on all these health shows promoting health and products. And then he drops dead of a heart attack. Reason cholesterol high. Yeah, man, you can get high cholesterol. I mean, there's so many things. So many things out there that can kill you. So it's and I know some people that kind of take it overboard with the dietary concerns, and that's fine if they want to do that. But I found obviously I'm not going to eat fried chicken every day, but a few times a week I got to. I mean, there's ways to do fried chicken, in an air fryer, where you don't get all the grease like you do if you deep fry it. So, and you grill food. Grilled food's pretty healthy. SoCal Drone says, AKA Mr. Sinister, what's a decent 4K recording camera that won't... Let's see, a lot of suggestions. It's how much of it you consume. Yeah, and I consume a ton, man. TL Gamer says, I have a 360. 360 camera, that's awesome, man. I would love to see 360s catch on. I don't know why they haven't, because I'm a huge supporter of 360 spherical video. Mr. Sinister, so 4K camera. Oh, nice. How do you like that one, man? Is it true? Does it feel like real 4K when when you do the spherical, or does it feel more like 1080? That's what I've been curious about. That's a cool one. Yeah, Mr. Sinister, shoot me a message on facebook.com/IRIX guy, and I'll shoot you a few things to consider at various price points as far as 4K camera is concerned. Now, do you want to do stills with it as well, or do you only want to do video with the 4K camera? Because that'll determine the recommendations that I share links to you for. You know, what your use case will be. And then also, do you need professional audio, or is the internal microphone acceptable for your purposes? Those are two questions. So photo and video, and then also, do you need a professional sounding microphone? So yeah, it's running at altitude. What kind of flight time can I expect with the Mavic Air 2? For my field test, man, flying in normal mode, not in sport mode, I would say realistically around 30 minutes easily, which is incredible. And that's real world from my experience. TL Gamer says, my wife and I have a YouTube channel that all of our videos using the Insta360 and X, sorry, on my mobile app I had to hit, and I have a computer that I can edit 6K video, so all our videos are top quality at 4K. Very cool. So you don't feel like the camera is unable to capture authentic looking 4K, and I'll check out your videos, man. I can't right now because I'm on a mobile device, but I'll check them out. Is it the channel your own? Is it your screen name that you're using now, or is it a different name? So I'm sure there's other people watching that would want to check out your 360-degree spherical videos also. Choosing 5.7K and then editing degrades the video, then uploading it to YouTube degrades it further. So recording you want as high as you can, because when the video degrades, it will still be 4K. Oh, very cool. That is awesome that you're getting, because that was, see, I started and I dabbled with a few 360 cameras I had, and I haven't had anything nice. I started with the Kodak Pix, was it Pixmore or Pix? So it was a really crappy one. And then I switched to another one. It was an LG, you know, it was the same type. It wasn't high end. And then I switched to a Samsung, which is still low end. I haven't picked up anything at the level that you're at. You know, the GoPro has the spherical camera, and then the Insta1X that you just mentioned. I haven't picked those up, but after the pandemic clears, my goal is to pick up whatever the most current 360 camera is. 360 investigations. Thanks for sharing that, because I'm going to have to check that out when I get back into the computer. 360, and that's easy to remember. I like that name. Yeah, but that's, you know, whether it's the Insta360 or Urban Exploring channel, cool. Have you gone out to Chaz in Seattle? I bet that'd be an urban adventure. Running at altitude. Just came across your channel while researching Mavic Air 2. Thanks for answering my questions. Got to run 5 miles. Hey, dude, and if you pick up Mavic Air 2, please go to my website, epicdroneshow.com, because that helps us support my channel. And obviously, it's no cost to you. It's just, you know, going through my link, and that's greatly appreciated. Any questions, just ask, man. I'm always here to talk drones. So, yeah, man. But yeah, I want to pick up a 360, you know, after the pandemic clears, because I want to be somewhere cool and get some really awesome footage that, you know, daytime, like you said, the low light with the current model 360 cameras is, you know, like you said, it's not that good, which is to be expected. The Insta1X is through Apple. Very cool. I have to, yeah, and I know Apple's pushing, you know, it's kind of sad. Remember, it was actually a couple years ago now when Apple released iMac Pro, and they were making such a big deal about VR, this, that, and the other, and obviously for everyone out there, VR and 360 is pretty much the same thing. No, wait a minute. No, not through Apple. I said best bundle for your money. I got you. Gotcha. Sorry, I'm walking and reading jerky text here. Well, not jerky text, but text is bouncing up and down while I walk. Yeah, well, that's what I'll check out unless they have a newer iteration of camera before, because I'm not going to do 360 again until the pandemic clears, because my channel, Irish Guys Adventure channel, is under a travel ban right now because of the pandemic. So once that ban is lifted and I'm able to travel again, that's going to be, you know, one of the pieces of the kit that will be carried along. So this is such a cool perspective. I did, feel free to check them out, and they're poor quality because I did them with the Samsung. If you search my channel for 360, you'll see the Samsung, and I did it on an island in, it was an island off of Anguilla called Sandy Island, and you can see the entire island, you know, tip to tip in 360. It was a cool place. If I had a camera like yours, it would have been a really cool video. SoCal Drone says, my main use for 4K would be capture field video and making videos. Nothing expensive, but does provide 4K, unless you know of an alternative way to get decent resolution, better than 1080. So let's see. So what are you going to be including audio with these videos? Do you need high quality audio, or is that even a concern? TL Gamer says, buy the Apple bundle. All the components you get in the bundle total $450. Everything separate would be over. Oh, I got you. That's the reason to bundle. A lot of times, yeah, it is smart. Bundling is really a good deal, and actually the bundle of the Mavic Air 2 is good. The Flymore bundle is a really good deal as well. And really, you know, when you look at that price, that is a significant chunk of change for 360. But, you know, if you look at potential ROI, return on investment, you know, especially, you know, capturing, publishing, and monetizing those videos, you know, recouping the initial investment is, you know, shouldn't take too long if you can get quality content. TL Gamer says, just so you know, the Adobe Premiere Pro allows you to record over the audio in real time and clean up the audio. Cool. Well, probably what I would do with 360 would be to have my pro mic, my professional mic, and you know, and then synchronize the 360 camera's mic with my professional mic, and then replace it within post in Final Cut Pro 10. That way I would have professional sounding audio, 360 degree spherical VR, whatever buzzword you want to use to refer to 60 video. I think that Rode microphone that's geared for 360 audio. Mic to get good audio in your shirt came from. I use and it's professional quality, man. I use the Rode Wireless Go. Yeah, my audio and my video cut out. I had to reconnect. Thanks for letting me know. It's spotty cell service, man. Let's see. Yeah, if I disconnect, I'll be right back. SoCal Drone says, if Rode wireless mic affects the drone signal, I think you mentioned it does. I'd suppose I'd need pro audio in some way. Instead of using the phone's mic. Yeah. So, SoCal Drone, shoot me a message on Facebook, because I think I know exactly, well, I don't think I do. I do know exactly what I'm going to recommend, and I'll recommend a few different price point options, but it shouldn't be too expensive. Brad said, does anyone ever interrupt you with questions? Let's see. Does anyone ever interrupt you or questions you when making your drone videos near your house? I never make them near my house. And the reason I don't like, I keep everything separate. Yeah, that's just a choice. Now, some of the places I fly, I have been confronted by people, and and it's TL Gamer says, oh well, yeah, it's all you need to give away your location. Yeah, it's yeah, I never fly anywhere close to any of my houses or rental properties. It's just not it's just not good, man. But yeah, I have been confronted by people in some of the flying locations, and I've told some of y'all the story about the guy that he came out cursing me and telling me it was his field, and I said, man, I thought this was everybody's field, and it was. It's public property. Brad says, oh, it looks like you must live near where your videos are filmed, LOL. No, man. No, I've got content all over, and I don't I don't do that. So, but yeah, I have been confronted. Sean, that's funny, man. I don't know about that, but I know where you can find good deals on them, and let's go to epicdroneshow.com. You can find the current pricing and availability. Not just reconnecting again. Always. Yeah, Ross. Yeah, it's crazy, man. I mean, it's expensive hobby, and I wouldn't the large viewership because I got buying drones through my links. They're supporting me on patreon.com/IRIX guy. So, if it wasn't for everyone's support, I wouldn't be doing this because, it's unrealistic for an individual. And, y'all know I'm an independent YouTube channel. It's unrealistic that that one person would be able to do all of this. And that's just not, it's not, I mean, unless you're born just like ultra healthy. But because of the channel, I'm able to justify it, and it's fun. And I hope that DJI has some competition soon, and so that there's price wars and the drone hobby more accessible for everyone. Because right now that's just so. Yeah, but at least with y'all's support, I'm able at least currently to test the latest drones and and show y'all what they do for me. So hopefully that provides value and assist y'all with your drone shopping question. If I don't like something, I'm going to tell you, man. I'm not going to steer you towards it. So that's just the way it is. And I mean, granted, in a perfect world, every drone that I talked about would sell like wildfire, and people would be buying every drone through my links. But just because I encourage people to shop through my links for drones, accessories, cameras, and more, I don't. I'll say, hey, go buy. I'll tell you what I think, and if you buy it and you buy it through my links, that's many thumbs up. But yeah, man. And Mr. Sinister, I think I saw your pop up on the Facebook, so I'll be sending you several links to consider. And just with what I send, just ask whatever questions. Obviously, the only things that I'll link are things that I've had hands-on experience with and can vouch for from my use of the products. And yeah, so looking forward to to these next, shoot them my way, because I've still got a pretty long to-do list of Mavic Air 2 videos. But obviously I'm looking for more. You know, it's you don't want to just do a few and and leave gaps. So, you know, that 8K lapse, that's you know, I haven't, because I've been doing the video, I haven't gotten around to the still photo piece, and I'm excited to see how well 8K hyperlapse performs. And you know, that's something that the most recent Mavic Air 2 firmware brought to the table, and a lot of people were talking about in positive ways about the 8K hyperlapse feature that the Mavic Air 2's latest firmware brought to the playing field. So that's gonna be a fun one to test. And you know, granted, I mean, I probably won't use that much, but knowing that a drone is capable of capturing, you know, high quality still photos is good, because I mean, there's times you may want photos instead of videos, and you know, I typically like a combination of both. But when I'm flying, just because of the nature of the channel, you know, I'm looking for video, and that's, you know, video is king for me. You need a drone Instagram page. You know what? And this, again, this is unfiltered, to share the best stuff you do. Take pictures out of the videos. You know what, TL Gamer? I do that a lot, and for most use cases, you know, a still extracted from continuous 4K video is perfectly acceptable, and I do that in Final Cut Pro 10. But being a photography snob also, you know, I'm the guy that's plagued by the pixel peeping bug. So they'll work, especially on a smartphone, they're more than usable, but I don't know, I still want to, I should be back any second. Let's see. Yeah, sorry about that. If I cut out, I'll be right back. So catching up with comments here. Let's see. Brad says you need a drone Instagram page and to share your best stuff to. You know, I've got the IRIX guy Instagram page. Instagram for me has always kind of been an afterthought, and I think it's because, well, it's not really that good of a platform for video. There's no built-in monetization, and I'm really irritated at Facebook and Instagram, because Instagram and Facebook both have blocked my website, irixguy.com, and I've reached out to Facebook and Instagram multiple times through their help center, whatever that is, and through their social media, through email. I get nothing. Radio silence. And it's irritated me. And it's irritated me so much that I don't really want to use their tools. I mean, I still use them out of necessity, but I don't fully embrace those tools. TL Gamer says Facebook and Instagram is corrupt. They don't know customer service, I'll say that. And that's, you know, that's important for me. But yeah, so like both of my pages, Instagram and Facebook, IRIX Guy on both of those, for my website, where that's linked, it just goes to YouTube, youtube.com/IRIX Guy, which is fine. But, you know, I want to push people to my website too, because, you know, my website not only has my posts, but it has still photos, it has, you know, all of my merchandise, it has, you know, product links and all of that. And it's just, I don't know. Ross says 8K lapse is excellent. I tried it tonight over the coast of North Wales. Very cool, man. You should share those photos to facebook.com/IRIX Guy. That'd be very cool. TL Gamer, use Adobe Premiere Pro. Again, I'm talking for my computer specs. I forgot not everyone has the funds to have the comp power I have. TL Gamer says Facebook and Instagram is corrupt. If you want to see how bad they are, just look at twitch.tv and look at the hypocrisy. Yeah, I believe you. And I hear people talk about Instagram and Facebook. TL Gamer says you're better off starting your own blog page. That way you have control. That's exactly what I did. And not only just a blog page, but I installed SSL, so it's HTTPS, which is super important for rankings within search. So yeah, my video blog is HTTPS, and I host it with Amazon. Cool, Ross. That'd be cool for all of us to be able to see the 8K hyperlapse from Ross. So check into, and here I'm saying I hate Facebook, and now I'm going to say everybody check facebook.com/IREX guy, because Ross is going to share an 8K hyperlapse from Wales. So that'll be cool. Yeah. And talking about computer rigs, I'm not on the PC front, TL Gamer. I'm on Mac, and that's just because I don't play any games anymore. I was big into EverQuest back in the day, and yeah, I don't after breaking away from EverQuest, I just don't really like to do anything with games. TL Gamer says, see, I'm a gamer. It's why I have the comp I do. And gamers have the biggest competition when streaming, so I know more about bias and corruption and favoring those platforms. Yeah, very cool. And I'm sure you do, man. Live gaming streams are huge now. When I was little, and I started when Wolfenstein 3D, the little ASCII type graphics game, was shareware. I started with that, and then Doom, and then Quake, and Unreal Tournament, or Unreal before it was Unreal Tournament. So, and then Counter-Strike. I was back in those days, and if we had stuff like this, man, I would have been all over it, monetizing the heck out of it. So I can understand, where you are being a gamer and having this high-end rig. I mean, it works for games, but you can also use it for video editing, and that's super cool, man. I mean, and see, I'm Mac, so I've got an i9 2.3 with 32 gigs of RAM and 1 terabyte internal. TL Gamer says, I don't stream games, though. I stream let's see. TL Gamer says, I don't stream games, though. I stream the retardedness level of how much in bag people are. Yeah, I mean, my thing is everything I do online, it's got to do one of two things. It's got to provide entertainment value, educational value, and all my content's got to be monetized, advertiser friendly. Let's put it that way. Because, I've built several businesses around monetization, and YouTube is one of my top businesses, because it's so easy to monetize. I mean, if you keep everything clean, and then it's advertiser friendly for everyone, and you provide useful and or educational content, or entertaining and or educational, you're what's the word for it? Saturating the internet search with useful videos, and that creates a demand for paid advertising. So it's a pretty cool concept, and that's kind of become my video game now, is learning how to more effectively target people with my videos, and ultimately by better targeting people, having more advertisers see having my perceived value bump up in the eyes of advertisers, and that's important, because doing this as one of my top career pursuits is it's important to keep that in mind, because I have fun. I mean, this is fun, but at the end of every day and the beginning of every day, up late, up early, the end of the day, the beginning of the day, it's business, business, business. And that's that's the important thing to remember. You can have fun with a lot of things, but if you treat things that you're having fun with like a business, you can reap the reward for your time invested. And that's super important, because I don't I don't run this or any of my businesses just for fun. Everything I do, I enjoy, you know, and it's across the board, man. I mean, it's across the board. I don't talk about my other professional pursuits on YouTube, but, you know, I just say that YouTube is by far my number one professional pursuit, because it's a cool venture. Ross says, we'll post them later. Just got shouted at by Mrs. for getting Mac out. It's 2 a.m. I know how that goes, man. Well, Ross, don't get in trouble. TL Gamer says, I'm a professional magician, and I use YouTube to promote my magic for shows. That is cool, man. You know, I can honestly say I've never met a magician. So that's, see, we bring in this channel, that's what I like about it. We've got such a, and see, I'm a huge advocate of diversity, because I think, I think diversity adds value to anything. I mean, we've got so many different age groups, we've got so many different professions, we've got many different genders, so many different ethnicities. You know, this channel is for everyone, and it's really cool. And that's one of the cool things about YouTube, is that you get so many people that are so well versed in so many different areas, and there's often one or more common connectors. And when those people connect because of a shared interest, whether it's drones or whatever, then you're exposed to other cool things. Like, I've never met a magician, so that is super cool, man. It's super cool. Yeah, don't make the wife mad, man. That is not good. I've had times with the wife where I've been up at 3 o'clock working on I had a big issue with SSL, which is HTTPS on my web server, and I had to debug all of that. And there were several nights where I was up till 3 in the morning. She'd wake up, she's mad because I'm sitting there working on I'm remoted into my virtual Ubuntu server trying to figure all this out, and I figured it all out. And that's another thing. Actually, that's a video that I've got to put together, is some more tutorials surrounding secure websites, HTTPS, SSL websites. And what a lot of people don't know, well, you probably do now, if you go to a website, you get the warning. It says something along the lines of, and this varies among browsers, but it says the website you're trying to access is not secure, it's unsecure. Are you sure you want to connect? That's saying you should make a video about being yelled at night. That's a good idea. But yeah, just if you don't have a secure website, they don't lower you within internet search. But what happens is all the sites that are SSL, HTTPS, have that little lock in the browser bar, they get higher ranked. So in essence, because they're higher ranked, then yours becomes gimped. Even though they're not gimping you, they're just putting the ones that are. Regrets that I have is, let's see, it's reconnecting here. One of the biggest regrets that I have is not buying a ton of domains when I was younger. Because I was with the internet the day that it launched. I was building computers. I was running electronic bulletin board service, multi-node, before the internet existed. So if I bought a bunch of domain names, I would have made millions of dollars, and I didn't. It makes me mad. TL Gamer, if you want to see something really messed up, set the date on your comp back to 2011 and then try to go to Google. It will give a message that you don't have certificate and not load. Very cool. I'll have to try that, man. Yeah, with this security stuff and all that, you got to stay current, man. You got to stay current to be, to remain top ranked. It's super important. But, whew, man, So I'm going to edit some more videos. I got some more coming to the channel for y'all, and that's going to be very good to get some more content out. So anything you want to see, any questions you have, in particular the Mavic Air 2, just ask, and I'll add it to my to-do list. And on that note, I'm going to end this little live show. We're going to do a studio show. If you'd like to be a guest in an upcoming live show, just shoot me a message, facebook.com/IrixGuy, and I'll see if I can work you in. Always good to be able to see and speak with people face on video. TL Gamer, you have a good night too, man. Brad says, when's the studio show? I think I may try to do one Saturday night, tomorrow night. Eat More Possum says, later, Irish Guys Adventure Channel. Later, and keep eating that possum, dude. That's some good eating. Yeah, Brad, if you're able to get in, just let me know. What I'll try to do is send out the live show notification early afternoon, and then that way, you know, to give everyone some time to see that. And if you think you can make it, you know, just, you know, feel free to drop me an email and say, hey man, send me a link. And what I'll do, so it's more streamlined this time, is I'll send that, they call it rendezvous. I'll send you the rendezvous link before the live show begins. That way when we start, we're all on there and there's no attention away from, you know, from everyone in the audience. You know, we'll just be there from the start. And, you know, obviously any topics you have in mind, anything you want to showcase, I think that's wonderful, because, you know, my thing has always been, you know, just trying to get a conversation started, trying to create curiosity. But, you know, ultimately it's a matter of you know, just entertaining and educational topics. So yeah, whatever it wants to be, it can be. That's the beauty of every live show. Every live show can be different. So on that note, everyone, thanks for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed already, obviously do so. And see if you can share your screen in video or photos during the stream. Yeah, that'd be very cool. Aerial Solutions, sup everybody. Stingray Aerial Solutions, welcome, man. As much as I hate to say this, Stingray, I'm about to tune out of this live show. We're about an hour in, but I should be doing a studio show. Stay tuned for the invite. I'm targeting a studio show for tomorrow night, Saturday night. So stay tuned. You'll see it. I'm going to try to get the invitation out ahead of the live show. Sometimes I just bounce right online, but I'm going to try to get it out early afternoon. And then my guess is that it'll probably be 6 or 7 p.m. New York Saturday night for the studio show. You know, that's probably when the show will occur. But, you know, because I've got multiple concurrent obligations, I just work it in when I can. But usually that time for me is good. Stingray Aerial Solutions, we are going to talk in the studio tomorrow night about potential Mavic Air 2 problems. My Mavic Air 2 is running great, but I've had several. Check out all the comments on my videos, and you'll see multiple concerns that people have shared. In particular, the most recent Mavic Air 2 firmware. Although I haven't encountered problems with it yet, I've not yet had a chance to try to reproduce some of the issues that viewers have reported with the Mavic Air 2's latest firmware. So brush up on those comments within the videos on my channel, and tune into the live show tomorrow night, because I'll be in the studio and I won't be walking around. We'll have pro audio. It's gonna be fun. And thank you, Stingray, for your viewership, and everybody. Thank y'all, and hope to see everybody tomorrow evening from the studio. Subscribe if you haven't already, youtube.com/IrixGuy. And again, TL Gamer 360 Investigations channel. Everybody check him out. TL Gamer has 360 spherical videos, and that is a technology that I love and I want to see do really well. Ross, goodbye, man. And Mr. Sinister, I'm going to respond to you on Facebook in an hour or so with those camera recommendations. Y'all have a good one. Be safe.